Hello. How's it going? Come on. Get your bone. Let's go outside. Okay, there we go. So today was an awesome day. Lots of walking. Met a lot of really cool people. I want to do a shout out to Pop's Diner. It's right next door to the Holiday Motel where I'm staying. He gave me steak and egg biscuit breakfast. Awesome. He wants me to come back for breakfast before I leave. Or lunch, I should say. He fed me lunch, and he wants me to come back for breakfast. Also, Gabriella and her husband here at the Holiday Motel. Again, super awesome. Thank you so much for letting me stay here. There's a lot of bikers coming through today, so I got an opportunity to hand out a lot of cards and talk to a lot of veterans. It's really cool. This morning I ran into 2 more CBs. That was pretty neat. The hotel is awesome. It's almost like a small apartment in there as opposed to a hotel room. 2 big beds, a kitchenette area, big bathroom that looks like a bathroom and not like a hotel bathroom. Really cool. At the same time, while I was walking, a lady that owns a hotel across the street over that way stopped me earlier today and told me that I had a room there to stay if I wanted. It was a little bit of a weird situation. I didn't want to be rude, but I was like, "Oh, thank you so much, but I've got some place already that's letting me stay. If things change, I'll come over." Let's see. All kinds of stuff happened. Roxy, the service dog, was here, and her trainer when I got here to the hotel. Spent an hour or 2 talking to them, talking to him, and then the owners of the hotel came out, and we were all out here talking, having a blast. And then 2 people showed up that wanted to get me barbecue and pizza. So there was it wasn't a real argument, but it was kind of like a little mock argument right in front of me over who was going to feed me tonight. And I thought it was funny. I was thinking about starting a bidding war. I was like, all right, who can throw in some free Cokes or some free ice cream? But it was we all laughed about it. I ended up getting barbecue. Hi, Molly. Molly's wanting some love. We spent a couple hours at the Wheels Through Time museum. I put, I don't know, close to 100 pictures online. You guys can go check that out. It's really cool. I also put some pictures of Mountain Man Jack's carvings and his store. That's really neat. Yeah, it's a good problem to have. It took me about an hour and a half just to get into the hotel room once I got to the hotel because everybody waiting for me. But that's cool. That's what it's all about. It's about meeting people, spreading awareness. There's a field for Molly to use the restroom way over on the other side of the hotel, and when I walked down that way, I noticed that most of the rooms in this hotel are all occupied by bikers, and they're all outside kind of having a party. So I walked by and gave out a bunch of my cards. I'm not too sure how tomorrow's going to work. It's supposed to 95% chance of rain around 3 o'clock. It's supposed to rain tonight also and be in the 20 and 30% chances in the morning. And then Saturday, it's 30 and 40% chances. And here's the deal. I know that my one biggest rule is to not take any forward progress in a vehicle. And I want to stick to that as closely as I can, but at the same time, I don't want to die. So, in this situation, I did it once before already to catch up with my schedule. And in this situation, I'm going to ride in a truck in the morning for the remainder of the trip from here up and over the mountain anyway, headed toward Cherokee. They're going to let me out short of Cherokee so I can still do some walking. But pretty much everyone that I've talked to is sure that if I try to walk up this side of the mountain, I'm going to die because of oncoming traffic and blind hairpin turns and all that stuff. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lay on the safe side of reason and catch a ride up there. So I'm probably going to stay in Cherokee for at least 2 full days, 2 full nights, because I want to check out the museum, I want to talk to people, I want to go to the local library that's up there, and just kind of look into the history of the Cherokee. My mom's Cherokee. She's almost full-blood Cherokee. I'm almost half. So I wanted to go up there. I know a huge amount of history on the Cherokee except for what I've had to teach myself. So it'd be really great to at least check out the museum and read what the Native Americans, what the Cherokee has actually written about their own history, as opposed to reading the white version of the history of the Cherokee. So that'll be cool. Okay. Some guy riding down the road with Dollar General bags in one hand, yelling "woo" and stuff. Just a pair of shorts, no shoes, no shirt. Anyway, keep the Smokies weird, right? Definitely going to stay safe. I'm going to go back and read some of what y'all have been saying. Hi, Gina. I'm in the Smoky Mountains in North Carolina, in Maggie Valley at the Holiday Motel. Hi, Cindy from Roanoke. Hi, Sandra Kay. Hi, Mom. Hi, Brookie. Hi, Penny. Yeah, it is good for. My mom says it's also good for my PTSD to talk to so many people. It is. It's like there's this big misconception among people that are around people with PTSD that they are supposed to avoid triggers, avoid the things that trigger their symptoms for PTSD, and that's absolutely not the case. There's a lot of research that shows that intentional submersion in a situation that makes you feel uncomfortable you'll eventually feel more natural in that situation, and it won't make you feel so uncomfortable. There's a lot of stuff that says if you're afraid of something, submerge yourself in that something that you're afraid of. And the same thing goes for the triggers with PTSD. If you're ready to take that step. If you're not ready to take that step, obviously you want to ease into it. So talking to people every day is really helping me on how I feel about being around people all the time. And walking on the side of the road past all these vehicles screaming past me is helping the parts of my PTSD that were triggered by traffic and by being around automobiles that I can't vet very easily. I drove a lot of convoys, and that's where a lot of the PTSD symptoms come from, is being around vehicles that could potentially blow up or contain an IED or some stuff like that. So, emerging. Putting myself into these situations is helping me a lot. At least I hope it is. They don't bother me as much as they did when I started, so I'm going to take that as it's helping me. I'm not afraid of bears. I'm afraid of sharks, but I'm not afraid of bears. Let's see. I will be afraid of a bear if I see it chasing me, of course, but I don't have an innate fear of bears like I do sharks, or an irrational fear of sharks like I do. Stay safe, do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm gonna take the ride up there. Hi Regina, hi David, hi Oakley. Hi Cammy. I hope that's how you say it, Cammie, Cammy. But so far I'm having a blast. I'm gonna tell you that the people that know that I'm coming, that haven't met me and have seen me on TV, are treating me like a celebrity out here. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's awesome at the same time. It's just, I guess I don't see a lot of what other people are seeing on TV and through Facebook and all of that stuff. I don't see how widely spread. But I keep running into people that just say over and over again, man, I see you everywhere. You're on TV, you're on the internet, I see you all over the place. And of course, to me, today is no different than 3 weeks ago when I was walking through eastern North Carolina and nobody knew who I was. But it's strange walking into a town and being given everything free and a place to stay for free. And people stopping and wanting to donate or know how to donate, wanting to shake my hand and thank me. I tell you, I can see how celebrity can become addictive. The news, ABC, it blew it up. Every once in a while, I'd see somebody, they'd say, hey, I think I saw you in the newspaper. But ever since the ABC story, it's just been uncontrollable. I walked over to the store a little bit earlier, just Molly and myself, no Freedom stroller, and people were still recognizing me. I was not wearing my hat, and it was just me and Molly. I thought maybe I could get to the store and back without being recognized, but I got stopped by 3 people just for a quarter mile. No, I'm sitting down right now, Penny. I'm not a stand-up guy. See, sitting down. I also inherited my father's cornball jokes and sense of humor. That's right. Sheer shock. It is a shock how I'm being treated now. It's just, I was not expecting it at any point during the trip. I was not expecting it. I truly thought that I was going to walk the whole thing, talk to a handful of people in each town, maybe do a radio broadcast or a couple newspapers here and there, and then when I got to California, there'd be, my family standing on the beach waiting for me. At this point, I'm nervous to see what the finish line's going to look like. I've got people telling me that they're going to keep watching of me, and when I get to California, they're going to drive or fly out there to see me hit the beach. That's dedication for somebody to commit to do something like that. I mean, and they might not have been serious. They might have been blowing smoke up my pants or whatever, but for somebody to say, hey, I'm going to keep watching you, and when you finish, I'll be there at the finish line. For someone to say that is an incredible commitment. It's just super cool. When I was at the museum, I met a guy that works there. His name's Andy, I believe. He's an Englishman, and he rode across South Africa on a bicycle. He's ridden across Europe, or several countries in Europe. He's gearing up to ride across America on a bicycle, and he's done it so much. He had so much great advice. So shout out to Andy at the Wheels Through Time Museum. I'm really thinking about a lot of the stuff that you told me as far as advice on lessening my weight and stuff like that I got to push or pull. Hi, Megan. But yeah, so that was great, meeting somebody else who has traveled cross-country by his own muscle power to give such great advice. All these bikers, they all have their little piece they want to tell me about traveling across country, because it seems like a pretty popular theme that a lot of them have been on cross-country drives for charity or something like that on their bikes. Oh, I'm going to take the free stuff. Who doesn't take the free stuff, you know? The rooms and the meals, that's great. Any donations that I get, I just put back, put aside, and as soon as I can, I put the money on my card so it goes into the account. That way I'm never walking with too much. And it's awesome. It's helped. I didn't know that I would receive as much donations as I'm walking as I do. Luckily, there's plenty of banks around. Come here, Molly. Well, Cammie says what you are doing is an incredible commitment. Well, I appreciate that, but I never looked at it that way. It's not like I made a deal with somebody that I would do this and stick to it. You know, it's not like I'm trying to quit smoking or something like that. It wasn't, to me, it's not a commitment. It's something I want to do. I don't know if I kind of look at the two things differently. It's a freedom for me as opposed to something I have to commit to or a duty. But I guess in a way it is. It's still a commitment. You guys want to see Molly? She's all up in my face. There she is. There's the beautiful Molly with her beautiful eyes. You see those birds, Molly? Did you see those birds? Yeah, you saw those birds, huh? I hope Sandra Cobb says, Joe, we're all healing together. Go, Joe, go. The immersion is taking out some of the negative energy for you. You will not be the same man in California as you are now. I really hope that I'm not. If you can see over there, the sign says, welcome Joe and Molly, # walk to N22. So that's awesome. Hi, sister. I didn't see you on there before. Molly says hi. Yep. What do you see over there, Molly? What is it? What is it, girl? What do you see? Do you have to be up on me? The people want to see you. It's hard to see you when you're in my face. What is that? See the beautiful girl. I think we're going to start a Molly Walks Across America page. A Molly Walks Across America page for service dog ADA laws. Molly, get out of there. That's a butt can. You put your butt in there, not your nose. And then I can do all the posts from Molly's point of view. You know, I write for her. I translate her thoughts. That might be how I write my book at the end. I'll write the whole book as a non-fiction from the point of view of a dog, from the point of view of Molly. It'll be written by Molly Copeland, co-written by Giuseppe Copeland, or translated by Giuseppe Copeland. There we go. Sorry, I was spacing out. I bought a notebook and some pens so I can start writing down some ideas. If I'm going to write a book when I'm done, there's no reason to start when I'm done. I can, write down notes and stuff to remember ideas that I come up with now, because the way my memory is, I'm not going to remember that crap later. No, I'm not going to write a children's book. Well, maybe both. Maybe Molly can write the documentary style book of us walking across the U.S., and I'll write the children's book. She might want royalties, but that doesn't mean she's going to get them. Dogs don't get paid. She'll get her own royalties. Hey, Justin. Roxy says hello to Molly. Hey, Molly. Roxy says hi. Justin's the guy that showed up today with Roxy, the service dog. He put some pictures up on his page. I shared it on ours. He's a great guy. He works with service animals, trains them. Roxy's got some unbelievable service dog skills. It's really cool. I'm glad that as a veteran he found that one thing that he's passionate about and was able to turn it into something he could do every day and focus on. So that's awesome, Justin, man. I hope I talk to you again at some point. We'll stay in contact for sure. Hey, Quentin, what's up, man? I'm doing all right. Today was a short day. Doing pretty good. Let's see. Good question, Brooke. What was Brooke's question? Brooke says, is she the first dog to walk across America? No. I'm sure that they did it back in the wagon-covered days a lot. But also she's the first couple that took the American Discovery Trail were in their 60s, and they had 2 dogs that went with them. So, but she will most definitely be the only dog to have ever walked across America where I'm walking across America. I'm sure that my path is unique, or mine and Molly's path is unique. Yeah, that's right. She's just the prettiest dog to ever do it, according to everybody. Yeah. She might be the youngest. She may qualify as the youngest dog to ever do it. She was only 10 months when we started. She's barely a year old now. She's finally calmed down and got out of my face. Hold on just a second. She's just watching the motorcycles go by now. Molly. She's a good girl. Sit. 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 Sit down. Sit, 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 sit. She's not sitting. Sit down, Molly. Sit down, Molly. She's like, I'll climb up on you and sit down. Yeah, there's got to be a world record in there somewhere, right? Maybe I'm the fattest guy to ever walk across America. Or the only CB to ever have walked across America. I bet that's it. I bet I am the only CB to ever walk across America, and I bet she's the only CB's service dog. She may be the only service dog to have ever walked across America. Of course, she hasn't done it yet. And for her own safety, she may not make it through the desert. I might send her home. We'll see. But we're going to be in the desert in the fall and in the winter, so it might not be that bad. The museum was awesome, man. If I could have taken a tent and set it up in the museum so I could do like one of those 24-hour challenges in the museum at night, that like you just want to sit on every single one of them. I don't know if y'all have checked out the pictures yet, but there are some strange contraptions in that building that pass for motorcycles, and there are some gorgeous motorcycles. Gorgeous. And cars. There's a three-wheeled motorcycle car in there that looks like the Batmobile. I have no idea when it was made. There's no plaque for it or anything. There's 12 motorcycles in there that do not belong to Dale. Everything else in there is Dale's personal collection. I'm not sure of his last name, but if you check out his website, it's the Wheels Through Time motorcycle museum. His last name will be on. He's got his own instructional videos on motorcycles, and he's in all kinds of documentaries. He just happened to be one of the first guys I walked up to when I got there, and he knew I was coming. He gave me free admission to the place, gave me a ride in his sidecar and his old, I guess it'd be World War II era motorcycle. It's all painted up military green. All original. It's gave me and Molly, there's another video on here, gave me and Molly a ride all the way around his property on it. They got a death wall where motorcycles ride sideways on the walls out in front of the place. We got there just in time to see that start. We would have watched the whole thing, but it was kind of hurting Molly's ears, so we watched the first two and then went on. And there's trucks after trucks showing up with motorcycles on trailers. There's something big going on this weekend. Yeah, I'm sure she does want a sidecar for the Freedom stroller. I'm already having a hard enough time making that thing narrow enough to get through hotel room doors. She gets to ride on the top sometimes. What I was hoping is that she'd be so excited about walking every day that I could use her kind of like a sled dog and have her help me pull the cart. And some days she is that enthusiastic first thing in the morning, but it only lasts a little bit. It'd be great if she would help me pull them up the hills. Hey, it says Roxy, the PTSD service dog, and 2 others just shared my live video. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for doing that. That's the best thing you can do to help is share my videos with all of your family and friends. Get the awareness out there. That's what it's about. I know they make doggy backpacks, and they're ridiculous, and I will never wear one, and Molly will never ride in one. As long as her feet are good and she's not injured in any way, she's going to walk just like her daddy. I don't get to ride in a cart or a human backpack. Although if she were big enough, I'd ride her, I'm sure. she enjoys it, guys. I know that I was a little guilty feeling about it too, about, hey, making this dog walk. But if you think back about it, I mean, wolves travel, tens of miles every day to find food. They're constantly running, and in the morning she's ready to go, in the afternoon she's ready to sleep, but she's not carrying any weight. I didn't get a dog backpack for her or anything for her to carry her own food. She's great. She's doing awesome. Hey, honey, I see you on there now. My phone's getting super hot. I'll just let it. I'll just let it get hot. So yeah, I mean, it's every day awesome, getting better and better. It's so cool to be able to give shout outs to individuals like that every day now. Before it was, once or twice a week I'd be able to thank somebody. Now it's every single day I'm meeting somebody new that is worthy of me trying to share their page or share their mission, because their mission is my mission, and it's a great feeling knowing that there's people out there that care about the situation, and it's amazing how many people don't know. I think we picked the perfect slogan, the walk to N22, because every day I get asked, what's the significance of 22? I mean, the people that are in the military, that are in the circle, friends and family of military, have obviously heard of it, because they have to deal with it. They get told by their military friends and their military spouses what PTSD does and what the 22 represents. But every day I get asked by several people what it means, and then when I tell them that 22 veterans die a day, that's extremely surprising to most of them, or commit suicide a day. Most of them think I'm going to say 22 a week or 22 a month. And then when they find out that the 22 deaths a day, suicides compared to active duty death is almost 10 to 1, then I can see it hit them hard, Then it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, you can go back and research and see how many people died active duty and in any given year, because they keep those records, and then you multiply that by 10, and that's how many also committed suicide that year. The number 22 is a little high now. It's come down, which is great. That means what we're doing is helping. But the 22 will always be the symbol for veteran suicide rate, because it was the peak, at least for this generation of vets coming back. A lot of the 22 are older vets too, from Nam and Korean Wars. They get older and they see all their friends and family getting older and dying, and maybe they weren't able to achieve what they wanted to in life after their military career, and it all builds. I see a blimp. Oh wait, that's just my husband's head. Hello, just kidding. I love you. I love you too, honey. That was mean. Yeah, I don't. It's just. I say it every day. I say it all the time, that it's unbelievable how much it's working. That the cause is actually bringing awareness to people. I mean, yesterday I looked, or the day before yesterday, I looked, and we were at 1,800 likes. Today, I looked this morning, we're at 2,028. I looked a little while ago, we were at 2,040. It's just going up and up and up. I don't know how many of those people weren't aware of the 22 beforehand, but I know that they are now spreading the word and helping out the cause. Molly, come over here. Hey, Victoria. Well, that's about it. Like I said, tomorrow morning I'm going to catch a ride to Cherokee, or at least up past the dangerous part of the road. I told them that I didn't want to go all the way. I just wanted to get past the dangerous part of the road, and they said that was no problem. And then I'll walk from there. He's got a big truck. He's going to take me up there in. And then I'm going to check out. I might stay there for 2 days. Maybe if I don't get everything seen that I want to see, I might stay there 2 full days. I might just stay there all of tomorrow. And also the rain's going to be a consideration. Sunday's supposed to be beautiful, but it's supposed to rain tonight, tomorrow afternoon, and Saturday. So it actually comes at a perfect time. I can stay out of the rain and also check out Cherokee for a couple days. Yeah, so many people just looked at me and they were like, "Whoa, you're gonna walk that road?" And you only hear that so many times before you're like, "Wait a minute." I think there's a general consensus that I might die if I go that way. So let's check out my other options. Yes, Marie just texted me. Did I talk to the reporter? He texted me, asked me what time I was going to get there tomorrow in Cherokee. I told him it would be afternoon because at that time I was still thinking I was going to walk. And then I texted him back and told him all of that, and he hasn't hit me back again, but I'm sure he will. We're in. Hi, how you doing? We're in Maggie Valley right now, North Carolina, in the Smoky Mountains. I'm getting ready to walk up to Cherokee and back down the other side into Tennessee. It's going to be a huge milestone when I get into Tennessee. That'll be awesome. No, come here. I got, it wasn't but a couple weeks ago I was looking at the map, and I had to zoom in so far just to see my movement on the map because, only 100 miles or so. It looks like nothing from a satellite view of the U.S. Now I can open the map, and I got a great big long blue line across almost all of North Carolina, and it's really cool. It's kind of like watching on those charity benefits on TV where the hourglass has to fill up with money until the top, or that thermometer or something like that. It's kind of like that. The further I get across, it looks like, the blue line, the progress line. It's cool. Absolutely, Elizabeth. I don't know, was it you I was talking to earlier that said I would walk for him on Sunday? If not, I'd be more than happy to walk for him tomorrow. I try to walk a mile at least for every name I get, but if I only have one name, I'll dedicate the whole day to him. I'll walk specifically in his honor, but every day I walk, the whole purpose for the whole thing is to honor all of them. Yeah, send me his name, and I'll definitely I'll walk for him tomorrow or Saturday or whenever the next time I get a full long day is. Sunday I'm walking for someone because Sunday will be the anniversary of the day that he lost his battle with PTSD, and I can't remember. I'm not even sure he sent me his name yet, but somebody was talking to me about it earlier in my messages. Absolutely, Elizabeth, absolutely. It's my honor. Those guys, in my opinion, the ones that can't conquer their battle with PTSD probably deserves more honor than the ones that are able to walk around every day. They obviously sacrificed much, much more themselves for what they believed in. So I'm honored to walk for him. All right, y'all. So that's about it. I'll definitely still go live tomorrow night. Even if I stay up there 2 nights, I'll go live at 7 just to talk about the things. If I can take my phone into the museum and go live, I will. If not, I'll definitely take pictures and post those. I love it when you guys watch me walk during the day and watch me go into places, because it's like I have company, and I'm able to share as much of my walk as I can instead of just pictures here and there and live post at the end of the day. You're very welcome, Melody. He was a CB. Where was he posted? Show us a mountain when you can. All right, I'll show you a mountain. All the way around me, pretty much. It's almost like Maggie Valley is like a crater at the top of the mountains. These are all just the tops. I mean, there's hills going through Texas Hill Country that are as big as these right here. But you got to understand, I've been walking uphill for 2 weeks. So, I am in the mountains. So anyway, love you guys. Call your veterans, make them smile. Deuces.